The beliefs that sabotage. Hello and welcome to Subconsia, the podcast that explores neuroscience and psychology to accompany you in your evolution. I'm Dunya, and today we're going to talk about those invisible saboteurs that prevent you from reaching your goals, your limiting beliefs. Have you ever told yourself, I'm not cut out for this? In my family, we've never been good at business, or I don't have enough talent? If so, you've just heard your limiting beliefs at work. Those insidious little voices that whisper to you that you're not capable, not good enough, not made to succeed. But here's the truth that science reveals to us. These beliefs are not facts. They are mental programs that you can reprogram. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Before we begin, ask yourself this question. What is the thing you would really like to accomplish, but don't dare attempt for fear of not being cut out for it? Keep this answer in mind, because by the end of this episode, you'll have the tools to transform it into reality. How your beliefs install themselves in your brain. To understand how to free yourself from your limiting beliefs, we must first understand how they got installed. And that starts in childhood. Neuroscience teaches us that a child's brain is extraordinarily malleable. This intense neuroplasticity is a double-edged sword. It allows for rapid learning, but it also makes one particularly vulnerable to negative influences. Imagine a child's brain as fresh clay. Every word, every reaction from the environment leaves an imprint. You're not good at math. We're not rich in this family. You're too shy to succeed. These seemingly harmless phrases create specific neural connections. And here's a trap. Once installed, these beliefs reinforce themselves through a mechanism that psychologists call confirmation bias. Your brain, to gain efficiency, filters reality to retain only information that confirms your already established convictions. Concretely, what does this look like? If you believe you're not cut out for public speaking, your brain will focus on every hesitation, every blank, every sign of discomfort. But it will ignore or minimize your moments of clarity, your ability to captivate the positive feedback you receive. It's a neurological vicious circle. Your beliefs orient your attention, which reinforces your beliefs, which orients your attention. The chemistry of your limitations. Now, let's talk about what happens in your brain when these limiting beliefs take control. Because it's not just psychological, it's biochemical. When you stay in your familiar patterns, even if they're limiting, your brain releases dopamine. This hormone of pleasure and reward gives you a sensation of control and security. Your limitations literally become addictive. Conversely, as soon as you try to break out of these patterns, your biological alarm system triggers. Cortisol, the stress hormone, floods your system. Your body reacts as if facing mortal danger. Your heart races, your hands shake, your mind becomes clouded. Result? Your brain associates change with danger. It prefers to keep you in your limiting beliefs rather than let you explore your potential. This is why changing your beliefs requires more than willpower. It requires a scientific strategy. And here's something crucial to understand. There's a fundamental difference between belief and knowledge. Your limiting beliefs are subjective, anchored in your personal experiences and emotions. Knowledge, on the other hand, rests on verifiable facts and critical analysis. When you tell yourself, I'm not good at this, you're stating a belief, not a fact. And beliefs, unlike facts, can be changed. Your mental reprogramming protocol. Now, let's move on to concrete solutions. How do you reprogram these beliefs that sabotage you? Technique number 1, cognitive deconstruction. This approach, developed by Aaron Beck, teaches you to analyze the link between your automatic thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors. Here's how to proceed. When a limiting belief manifests, ask yourself these questions. What is the real proof of this belief? What are the counter examples I'm ignoring? If my best friend had this thought, what would I tell them? This technique has been scientifically proven to treat depression and anxiety. It works by interrupting the automatic neurological circuit of your limiting beliefs. Technique number 2, NLP reprogramming. Neuro-linguistic programming offers quick and effective tools. One of my favorite techniques is the swish, developed by Richard Bandler. Here's how to apply it. Visualize the mental image associated with your limiting belief. Then, create a mental image of yourself succeeding in this domain. Now, in your mind, quickly replace the first image with the second, adding a sound like swish. Repeat this exercise several times. This technique exploits neuroplasticity to create new, more positive neural circuits. Technique number 3, scientific affirmations. Be careful, not all affirmations are equal. To be effective, they must respect 3 neuroscientific rules. Formulated in the present. I am developing my skills rather than I will become skilled. Associated with a strong emotion. Really feel what it's like to be this new version of yourself. Repeated regularly, it takes about 21 days to create stable new neural connections. EMDR for deep beliefs. For the most deeply rooted beliefs, those that come from childhood and resist other techniques, there exists a particularly powerful approach. EMDR, or eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, was developed by Francine Shapiro. This technique uses bilateral eye movements to allow the brain to reprocess painful memories at the origin of your blocks. How does it work? These eye movements activate both cerebral hemispheres simultaneously, allowing the brain to process emotional information differently. The emotional intensity linked to the memory decreases, and your interpretation of the event can change. Of course, for EMDR, I recommend consulting a trained therapist. But the principle is fascinating. Your brain can literally free itself from obsolete internal scripts formed in childhood. Your personal change protocol. Here's your roadmap for the coming weeks. Step 1. Identify one specific limiting belief. Not 10, just one. I'm not cut out for entrepreneurship. I don't have the charisma to lead. I don't deserve success. Step 2. Look for tangible evidence that contradicts this belief. Even minimal, even indirect. Your brain needs new data to begin questioning its automatic programs. Step 3. Create a new positive and realistic belief. Instead of, I'm not cut out for entrepreneurship, try, I'm learning to develop my entrepreneurial skills. Step 4. Practice daily one of the techniques we've seen. Cognitive deconstruction, NLP, or scientifically formulated affirmations. Final words. Your power of transformation. Here's what you absolutely must remember. Your limiting beliefs are not facts. They are mental programs installed in your childhood, reinforced by cognitive biases and maintained by your biochemistry. But you have an extraordinary power, the neuroplasticity of your brain. Every day, you can create new neural connections, reprogram your thought patterns, transform your limitations into possibilities. Your mission for this week: identify your main limiting belief and begin to question it. Note in a notebook all the counter examples you discover. Your brain needs proof to accept change. Remember, this reprogramming work requires patience. You're undoing neural connections reinforced for years or decades, but each day of practice brings you closer to your true power. In the next episode, we'll explore how your brain forms and stores your memories, and why certain moments remain etched for life while others fade away. You'll discover the secrets of your memory and how to optimize it for your success. Thank you for listening to Subconsia. If this episode opened your eyes to your own limitations, share it with someone who might need it. And above all, start today to rewrite the story you tell yourself about yourself. You have more power than you think. It's time to discover it. See you soon.